of my life. One day, when I wanted to get revenge on the most popular girl in school, I just walked up the most popular girl and boy in school because they were kissing and making out. Then they turned towards me. Then they turned towards me, and I looked at him. Actually, I looked at her first. Then I looked at him. Then I made up with him. He pushed me off. He held me because he knew what. He grabbed me and ran. My girlfriend ran after and kicked him out of my arm and beat me till I was dead meat. There was blood everywhere. I couldn't breathe. There was blood all over my face. There was blood on the floor under me. I was shaking. They called the ambulance and she left tracks with blood on her paws. Then the police came. They investigated everything and they saw the footprints and they followed. As she ran into her house with her mother sitting on the couch, she told her mother everything, and then she told her that she didn't want her honey to go to jail. So then she said, go ahead and put some ketchup on your body to see and act like you're dead. And I'll tell her that bunny committed suicide murder. Alright, honey? Alright, Mom. The only problem was that they actually believed her, because I woke up and I went to her house. Walked in her house, and they saw her dead lying on the floor. Then the mom told her, she committed suicide murder. She's a murderer, not my daughter. I said, no, it was the daughter. They didn't believe such a thing. So they locked me up in jail. They said, come with me, Missy. You're going to suicide murder jail. So that's where they took me. Where they took me. A few days later, she was awake. And they said that she was having trouble breathing every 5 to 10 minutes. So they gave her a napkin. And they said to wipe up all the blood. That's what she did. And then wipe up all the blood from my face. But she didn't really have blood on her face. She had ketchup on her face. And no one even bothers to smell her face, and no one even smelled ketchup. So next, they gave her bandages for her head and her cheek. So they said to put that bandage on and to put another bandage on once they go get it. So they went to go get the other bandage. While I waited patiently. They said, here's the bandage, and they gave it to me. I mean her. And then she put it on. And how do I know this stuff? Because I was all there. They threw me in the cage. Then they closed it up. I was ashamed. And I had to commit that I admit serve sheet or they would kill me. That what it was. She was shaking her head in shame. And so was her boyfriend. I thought he was on my side, but he really wasn't. This is what I did. This is what I did. They didn't open the cage at all. They kept the cage closed so I wouldn't escape. I was really scared and my mom came. She told me that she would never do such a thing. No one believed her. That's my mom right there, the little lamb. Just kidding. That's my mom. She came and told us she would do nothing, but nothing worked to get that cage opened and me free. Nothing made that cage open. All I did was count the days into the wall. 1. 3 days later, it had 3 tally marks up the wall. And soon everybody was leaving. Even my mom. She didn't care anymore. She's so disappointed in me. No one cared anymore. But they still kept me in jail. And the boy, my dream boy, he shook the head and then left out the room. Then Agent Sarpiti told me to go to sleep. And shut the gate closed really tightly. And I went to sleep. Day 3, I woke up. Day 4, I woke up. I put the 4th tatty mark up with the piece of chalk I found on the floor. They didn't give me any food until day 4. Till Sapiti Shaparshka came in. Sapiti Shaparshka came in. Or you call him Agent Parker. He said it's time for food and he went to go get some food out of his food storage room. He gave me a piece of broccoli. It wasn't that big. So I ate it really fast and then I started whining again. Because I ate it all. Wishing I had carrots. So I played a little game. The Agent Parker came back in and he gave me this thing. It was a stethoscope. He said I could play doctor with it, but that didn't do any good. It wasn't even a stethoscope. It was a thing. He tried to electrocute me, and I was so crazy mad at him and crazy pissed. I was so mad that I had to break out. The doors were closed, made of iron. Then out of nowhere, I just knocked them down because I was so mad. The agents came in. They said that I shouldn't be out. They said. So they picked the things back up around me. And I was so scared again. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't knock them back down because that time they glued them to the floor. They glued them to the floor so I wouldn't get out again. Then they shut those doors really hard. I was so mad that I didn't get my chance to break out. And that on that day, day 10, those tallies, I had 10 tallies on the jail wall while I was just jumping. I jumped so high that I almost got out and broke free of heaven. The next, I jumped so high that I fell to the ground, making a loud symptom noise. And that was it for me. That was it for me. Since I tried to break out so many times, they decided to kill me. Because they couldn't do anything else but shoot me. Just because they told everybody to meet here. Even the girl who I heard it fakely. And her mom and the most popular guy. And everybody. They gathered around me like they were so disappointed, shaking their head in shame. They said they were so mad, and so was my mom. I couldn't believe it. They were so mad at me. They couldn't believe it. I tried to beg my mom to stop him from killing me, but all she did was shake her head and say, "Shoot her. Shoot her." Agent Peter got his gun. Came back with a big black gun. He said to get up and come right here. Why? They took a picture before. The next, what they did was put a stamp on me, on my head. It was yellow. It shined bright like a diamond. They just shot me. Pew. Since that day, I was no longer live. They put me right here to spread my shame, my willings, and the sun shines so bright that came down on me and hit me. And it struck me deadly. It hurted a lot. And then Agent Peter, he came and covered me up like shame is dead into me. They didn't care if not my mom. My mom didn't even try to stop him from shooting me and striking me down. She didn't care about me anymore. My mom just shook her head in shame and told, I thought she was a good girl. She almost made that girl dead. Broke her neck and made her fall into tiny little pieces. What is wrong with my daughter? She's so idiotic. And that was my little tale. Goodbye.